I'm David Trodden, a local resident, and pleased to have my say about the Earl's Court master plan. Firstly, it straddles two boroughs, so it's Kensington, Chelsea and Hammersmith and Fulham, which makes for a bit of complication. Two, there's no plans at the moment for any council homes to be built on the Kensington-Chelsea side. Three, we were promised a significant venue to replace the Earl's Court Exhibition Centre. Nothing has been materialised as yet. We were promised an Olympic legacy at Earl's Court. No sign of that yet.
Save Earl's Court campaign was set up over 6 years ago to fight the demolition of the Earl's Court Exhibition Centre 1 and 2, to save the Lilliebridge Depot from demolition and the West Kensington and Gibbs Green estates from demolition. Sadly, the Earl's Court Exhibition Centres have been demolished. We're now campaigning to have the world's greenest venue built on the site and a range of housing options, green, sustainable housing options, which will cover council homes, people that are starting out, elderly residents, etc. So we're really looking at a community-based plan.
What I'd like to talk about is, meanwhile, what's going to happen between now and when the final building starts. So I'd like to see that green. It's grey at the moment, it's a desert, a green space. It's 22 acres. That's enough for about 14 or 15 football pitches.
I'm manager hotel in the Earl's Court area. I want to speak about how important the exhibition centres were to the area and to London and the UK as a whole. You had Earl's Court 1 and 2, which brought £1 billion a year to the London economy. It was 30% of the London's exhibition space and 16% of the UK space, which we've lost literally overnight with the demolition. I totally support the idea for a new green venue, which would come along with a mixed type of housing as well, which would regenerate the area and give much needed support back to the businesses who built up around the exhibition centre, who were aimed at the exhibition clientele and who've suffered greatly since. The loss of income, the massive increase in business rates, it really is killing off local business. And that's not just hotels, it's the restaurants, the bars, the laundrettes, everything. That was a knock-on effect to everybody. So the idea of a new venue being created would be absolutely fantastic.
There's all sorts of things that could happen there. We could have temporary housing. You can buy flat pack housing. It's not particularly expensive, it can be put up. Turf is extremely inexpensive. It's about £3 for the best quality for a metre. And that is, it sounds like a lot of money, but it isn't really, compared with the sort of money they'll spend on a building in the future.
What we have in the plan at current is luxury homes, unaffordable luxury homes for anyone locally. And they say they're trying to create a village, but it's totally failing.
Now the reason why we're here is because this square, Empress Place, is owned by a joint venture company, Earl's Court Partnership Limited. It's a joint venture between the company Capital and Counties Properties plc and Transport for London. Transport for London obviously being a public body, and the chair of Transport for London is the London Mayor, Sadiq Khan. Now if you look carefully at these homes, you'll see that they are boarded up. This is during a housing crisis. It's shocking that these buildings are closed. We could be housing so many different people here. Why are they closed? That's why they're boarded up. That's what we ask ourselves. What reason is there?
This project, 37%, is owned by TfL. So Mayor Khan has a significant stake as the chair of Transport for London. He could make sure that this was a proper development for the people of London. Instead, it's trying to maximise profits. It's failing at that, because there's lots of problems with the site. But it's not creating a community. It's not going to create a village. It's just going to be buy-to-leave flats, as they're called, which is a disgrace. We were promised a venue. There was a venue which had over 3 million visitors a year in it at its peak. And not everyone likes it, but we're saying a sustainable green venture. If you look at our plan, it's got some thoughts in there. Not saying it's the only solution, but it's a solution.
And what we're asking for is a master plan that actually recognises the changes that have happened over the years since the opportunity area was put forward, and recognises the changes that are required. we can see that the loss of the exhibition centre actually has had a fundamental impact on businesses in the area. Businesses that the rest of the area relies on for its vibrancy, its character, its colour, its the amenity that it provides. But it's also about how the impact of having a void, the potential of a Battersea power station, which could go on for about 20 years. This is negative for everybody, particularly at a time when you have a housing crisis.